Seacrest Village proudly serves nearly 300 residents with independent living, assisted living, memory care, skilled nursing, and a full rehabilitation clinic. Seacrest has been San Diego's premier destination for Jewish senior housing and healthcare since 1944. With the vision of those who came before us and the dedication and support of our community, Seacrest is able to provide a beautiful home filled with love and care, and in addition, provides financial support for those who may find themselves with nowhere else to turn.
Well, there's just so much to talk about when it comes to Seacrest. There is a real sense of belonging for not only our employees, but our residents and our family members and our community. In this day and age of when there's just so much division, it's so wonderful to be around people who all have the same goal, and that goal is to better the lives of our seniors. The most important thing we can do is to assure people who are in need that we're going to help them.
I was born January 12th, 1934 in Mannheim, Germany. I was 5.5, and being that young, I really never understood what was going on at the time. They took my dad and my brother away. The Gestapo is the ones who took them away. 4 guys came to the apartment, and I started to scream, and I ran over to the window, and I bit him in the leg. And my brother yelled. He was so scared that they were going to shoot me because they had their guns out. And the guy just tapped me on the head and said, "I'm just doing my job." Job or not, everything was gone. We have the date of my dad's death because they shot him in front of my brother. My sister and I and my mom were left, and then they took my mom away. They sent her to the camps in France. My husband died at 54 years old. He had a massive heart attack. I had nothing left. I'm happy to say that my husband and I had 3 children. My oldest is Marty. He lives here in San Diego. The kids decided to find a place for me. They didn't tell me anything about me moving any place. And as we're getting close, I guess, to San Diego, he said, I'm checking out retirement homes. And I go, sure, as long as you have the money for it. And he says, no, don't worry about it. Marty did some searching, and he said that Seacrest has a survivor's scholarship fund. You'll be able to go with some of our help as well. I've made so many good friends here, amongst the staff, amongst the caregivers, everybody. And I love it here.
My name is Gertrude Cranes, but I go under the name of Trudy, which I have for quite a long time. I've lived in Seacrest 15.5 years. Everybody here is my family, and they have made it that way, and I have tried to absorb it. Everybody has helped me in so many ways. When I came here, it was a lifesaver for me. It was everything that I needed in every way that I needed it. You know, the companionship, the love, I can't even explain it to you because it was like overwhelming for me. But thank God, I mean, I can still enjoy it. And I want everybody to enjoy it because it's a wonderful place to be.
I, unfortunately, had to spend 3 weeks in Seacrest in February. Everybody was absolutely wonderful. I was extremely grateful for having had this opportunity to be at Seacrest. I believe that I had the best experience that anybody could imagine. Everybody was exceptional. That's all I can say. It made me get better, faster.
Last August, it was, I don't want to say a breaking point, but that was close to 6 years that George had been at Goldberg, and I was driving back and forth every day from La Jolla. And my daughter was concerned. I got a studio, and when George passed away, I felt that I had grounded myself here. There is a community here, many with the commonality of having lost spouses or having someone perhaps in Katzen or in Goldberg. And it's just the best place to be. I am eternally grateful for Goldberg Healthcare, not just for the healthcare, but for the emotional, the physical, everything else, all the way from people in the dining room that knew he had to have 2 packages of salt with every meal, to the nurses who were so patient and so kind and made him laugh.
So our goal is to take care of as many people as we can, and that's to the tune of $2.5 million a year. It takes almost $50,000 per resident that needs care, depending on what level of care they're in. So now is a time of uncertainty when it comes to government funding, and whether that's the state of California or federal government, we have to be prepared.
If you were to ask me what you can do, all I would beg you is open your pockets. You're doing a big mitzvah, not just to me, to everybody who is a survivor. And I've met so many of them at Seacrest.
David and I are proud to be supporters because we believe that everyone deserves a life full with dignity, connection, and joy. But we can't do it alone. We need you. And your donation tonight will help ensure that our residents, and many more like them, can continue to live lives full of meaning, belonging, and care in a wonderful Jewish environment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Dear people, bless you all. God take care of you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart.